Hello and welcome, my dear students. This is Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. I welcome my second standard students once again in English class. So my dear students, as you know, in previous lecture I have given you some objectives of lesson number 3, and I hope that you all have written it and you all have noted down in your rough book as well as in your fair book. So my dear students, as you all were demanding me to give you the objectives of lesson number 3 one more time, which I already have given you, in today's lecture I have brought it for you. But before I show you what are we going to do in today's lecture, I want you all to take out your books and your pencils. Books, I mean to say, is your rough book and not the fair book. As you know that in the previous lecture, I even told you in the previous lecture to keep your rough book. I hope that half of you might be already ready with your books. So, what are we going to do today is objectives and subjectives of lesson 3 as well as objectives of poem number 2. So objectives of lesson number 3 I might have given you in the previous lectures, in one of the previous lectures, but I am going to give it to you again because many of you might were having the doubt in this objectives. After that I'll give you the question answers of lesson number 3 and then few objectives of poem number 2. So I hope that by now you have already taken out your books and you have the pencils in your hand and you are all set to write the objectives and the subjectives. See, make sure even if you have written it once, you have to write it again, and I'll give you the time to write it down. So the format will be like, first you are going to write true or false of lesson number 3, Jack and the Beanstalk. So my dear students, this thing when I ask you to write it down, that means when I repeat 3 times, you have to write it 1 time. So while repeating it 3 times, you will get ample of time to write it down in your books. And when I ask you to repeat, you have to repeat it after me along with writing it in your rough book. So first is true or false number 1. Jack sold his cow to an old man. I repeat the question. I hope you all are writing and you all are even repeating after me. Jack sold his cow to an old man. Now is this statement true or false? Did he sell his cow to an old man? Let's see. So the correct answer is true. So this statement is true. Why? Because he actually sold his cow to an old man. Isn't it so? If you remember the story, that when he was on his way to market, an old man stopped him and then he insisted that he wanted to buy his cow. So this statement is true statement. Now repeat the question and the answer as well as, Jack sold his cow to an old man. Answer is true. Second one, see, as soon as you see the questions on the screen, please start writing it. Okay, the second question is, the giant loved to eat big boys. Is this statement true or false? Did giant love to eat big boys, small boys, tiny boys? Which kind of boys did he like to eat? So here it is written big boys. Let us see, is this statement true or false? This statement is false because giant loved to eat small and tiny boys. That was his favorite breakfast according to Tall Woman. If you remember, giant's wife, who alert or who gave the warning to Jack. So this is false statement. Now repeat it after me. The giant loved to eat big boys. False. Answer is false. Okay. Third one. The old man gave Jack 2 bean seeds. Is it so or isn't it? Did the old man give 2 bean seeds, more or less? What do you think? Is this statement true or false? This statement is false statement. Why? So students, those who have watched my previous video lectures in which I was just explaining you the lesson Jack and the Beanstalk, you must be knowing that the old man gave Jack 5 bean seeds. How many? 5 bean seeds and not 2. So in this statement it is written that the old man gave 2 bean seeds. So this statement is false. Now repeat after me, students. The old man, I hope that you are even writing along with repeating. The old man gave Jack 2 bean seeds. Answer is false. Answer is false. Moving on to lesson number 3, Jack and the Beanstalk make sentences. Now, though if you have written this, you have to write it one more time. Now, the first word on which you have to make the sentence is mother. So, let us see which sentences I have brought for you. First sentence is, I love my mother, and second is, mother is the best teacher of a child. So, students, I have brought 2 sentences in each make sentence word for you because many of you will be having different opinions, correct? So, you can write either of these 2, means any one out of these 2 sentences. It is not necessary that you write both. Now, while I am explaining you these things, you should keep writing so that you will get ample of time to write. So, I will repeat this sentence. You also repeat after me and write any one. First sentence, I love my mother. Second sentence, mother is the best teacher of child. Repeat it one more time. I love my mother. Mother is the best teacher of child. Okay, I hope that you have written any one sentence at least. Moving on to second word on which you have to make the sentence is milk. Now, it is not necessary that you will only write the sentences which I have given you. You can make your own sentence. Your sentences might be easier than what I have given to you, and the choice is yours. Either you can write it from here or you can make your own sentences, because make sentences means you have to make it on your own. So, just repeat it 2 times and write any one. Sentence 1, I drink milk every day. I hope you are repeating and writing. Number 2, second sentence is, milk is a wholesome food. Repeat it one more time. Number 1, I drink milk every day. Number 2, milk is a wholesome food. Clear enough? So, I hope that you have written either of this. Even if you want to write your own sentence, that is your choice. You can make the sentence easier or you can make it more tough than it is. It depends on you, but make sure that if you are writing it from the screen, from my lecture, make sure your spellings are correct. Please don't make any silly spelling mistakes, because it is there in front of you in the screen, on the screen, so that you can write it down. Okay? Now, moving on to third sentence you have to make it on the word market. Now let us see the sentences I have brought for you. Just start repeating after me and write it anyone, or if you want you can make it on your own. So number 1, please repeat after me, students. We bought new dress from the market. Second sentence, please repeat. There is a lot of rush in the market. Okay, let us repeat one more time so that you will get sufficient amount of time to write. Number 1, we bought new dress from the market. Number 2, there is a lot of rush in the market. So these sentences I have made on my own. You can even make your sentences on your own. The choice is yours. I hope that you have written at least one. For those who are writing from here, they have written at least one of these sentences. Number 4, breakfast. Breakfast, the thing which you eat in the morning, that is breakfast. Okay, sentences I have made for you is, just repeat after me. Number 1, I had healthy breakfast today. Number 2, breakfast is necessary in the morning. Please repeat it one more time. I had healthy breakfast today. Number 2, breakfast is necessary in the morning. So you should have your breakfast in the morning daily in order to remain fit, and that is how the diet is. If you have the healthy breakfast and then the normal lunch and then very light dinner, it is okay. That is how the order is if you want to remain healthy. Now moving on to question and answers of lesson number 3, Jack and the Beanstalk. Now students, while I am asking you to repeat the answers, please write the answers properly. You don't have to write the questions. You don't have to write the questions. You have to just repeat the answers and write the answers properly. Just make sure your spellings are correct. Number 1, please also repeat the questions after me. Question 1, where did Giant's wife hide Jack? Repeat the question. Where did Giant's wife hide Jack? So this question, if you remember the scene when the first time Jack went up into the sky, climbing up the beanstalk, he saw the tall woman on the doorstep, and that was none other than Giant's wife. So where did she hid Jack? Okay, now repeat the answer 3 times and write it 1 time in your book. Questions will be already there in your textbook, PDF, wherever you want, so don't write it. Okay, answer, please repeat and write in your book. The giant's wife hid Jack in the oven. Let us repeat second time. The giant's wife hid Jack in the oven. I shall repeat it last time, and I hope that you all have written it. The giant's wife hid Jack in the oven. My dear students, please make sure all the punctuations are correct. See, capitalization at the beginning of the sentence. J should be capital in Jack because Jack is the name, it is a proper noun. This is what even I told you for the first time when I was giving you question answers. And apostrophe S, if you see here, it is giant's wife. So giant apostrophe S. Correct? So these all things are very much necessary when you are writing. And I hope you have got sufficient time to write the answer. Question 2, please repeat the question. What did the giant do with his golden harp? Please repeat the question one more time, because unless you don't understand the question, there is no use of writing the answer. What did the giant do with his golden harp? Okay, here is the answer. Please keep on repeating the answer and writing it into your book. Giant ordered his golden harp to sing. I'll repeat it second time. You also repeat it after me. Giant ordered his golden harp to sing. Let us repeat it third time and let me explain the scene after that. So the last time we will repeat it. Giant ordered his golden harp to sing. Okay students, so if you remember, for the first time when the Jack went up to the giant's house, he saw after the breakfast, giant ordered his hen to lay the golden egg. So the hen laid golden egg. So at that time he gave the command lay to the hen. But this time, for the second time, when the Jack went up in the search of something more precious, he saw that after having the breakfast, giant asked his wife to bring the harp on the table. And when his wife kept that golden harp on the table, giant ordered sing. And with this order, harp automatically started singing the most melodious song and also playing the music simultaneously and automatically. No one had to handle that, isn't it so? Okay, so I hope that you have written the answer by now. Let me change the question. So please repeat the third question after me. What was the name of Jack's cow? Means, if you remember, Jack had a cow in the starting of the lesson. In the first scene, if you remember, he used to get the milk from the cow and sell it into the market, earn some money, and this is how they survived, he and his mother, Jack and his mother, because they were too much poor to even have 2 times meal. So what was the name of Jack's cow which he was having? Answer is, the name of Jack's cow was Milky White. Okay, now repeat the answer and write it into your book. The name of Jack's cow was Milky White. Please repeat it second time. The name of Jack's cow was Milky White. Repeat it third time and then let me explain you. The name of Jack's cow was Milky White. So, like I said, please make sure that J should be capital in the name of Jack. Also, now here the name of cow is given. So make sure that M and W are capital because Milky White is the name. So it is a proper noun here. Correct? It is not used as an adjective. It is a proper noun. It is a name. So M and W in Milky White respectively should be capital. Correct? If you don't write it, we will be able to cut your marks grammatically. Also here Jack's cow. So apostrophe S is necessary because you are pointing towards Jack, that the cow is of Jack. Moving on to the fourth question. To whom did Jack sell his cow? Means, please repeat the question first. To whom did Jack sell his cow? So to whom did he sell his cow? If you remember, students, he sold his cow to an old man, isn't it so? So this is the answer. Please start writing and repeating after me. First we will repeat it and then I'll explain you the scene. Okay, repeat first time. Jack sold his cow to an old man. Please repeat it one more time. Jack sold his cow to an old man. So if you remember, Jack met an old man when he was on his way to market, when his mother asked him to sell the cow, which was temporarily useless because cow suddenly stopped giving milk. So mother was very much upset. Jack's mother was very much upset. So if you remember the story, then she asked Jack to take this cow into the market and sell it into the market, so at least they'll get some amount of money to survive for at least few months. So on his way to market, when he was going sadly to sell his cow, an old man met him and he insisted Jack that he wanted the cow. So if he allows, he wanted to buy the cow. So what happened? Jack agreed to buy because he thought that it is okay if he wants to, buy his cow, because ultimately he wanted something in exchange of cow, something precious. So an old man offered 5 bean seeds in exchange of cow. So if you remember the story, that is why I ask you to again and again watch the previous lectures, so that at least if you will remember the story, you don't have to by heart the answers. You will be able to write your own answers. Correct? This is what I instruct you again and again every time. So repeat the answer the last time. Jack sold his cow to an old man. Okay, again J is capital here. Old man is not capital because it is not a proper noun. Okay, now moving on to poem number 2, The Land of the Bumblebee, meanings. Now please write this heading on the next page, meanings. You can just write poem number 2, no need to write the full name of the poem for now. Afterwards you can write at the end of the lecture, because I have already sent PDF file of textbook to you all. So it is very much easier for you to note it down. Also make sure that hard words I have already given for The Land of Bumblebee. If you don't have, please search it anywhere in the group. I have already sent it to you. Okay, so give this heading meanings properly. Now number 1, please repeat questions as well as answers after me and write it one time. Number 1 question is pie, P-I-E, pie. Answer is a baked dish of fruit. Now repeat it 2 more times so that you will get the time to write. Also you will be able to learn it. Number 1, pie. Answer is a baked dish of fruit. Again, pie. Answer is a baked dish of fruit. One more time, P-I-E, pie. Answer, a baked dish of fruit. Please write the spellings properly from the screen. Number 2, dandelion. Please repeat this question first and write the spelling properly. Dandelion. Okay. Answer is a plant with yellow flowers. Please repeat it 2 more times. Dandelion. A plant with yellow flowers. Just look at the spelling of yellow and flowers. Still many of you make the mistakes in such an easy spellings. Also, see the spelling of dandelion. You can say dandelion. This is how you can remember. This is how the trick is. Because every time if you try to mug up the spellings, it is not easy task. So, if you use the trick, it will be easier for you to remember it. So, repeat it last time and then we will move on. Dandelion. A plant with yellow flowers. So if you remember the poem, in the poem it was written that, and a bottle of dandelion stew, correct? So there it was, this word came, dandelion. So there were the bottles I showed you in the picture while I was explaining you the poem, students. I even showed you the bottle of dandelion stew. Yes, so let us see the next meaning, and there the meaning of stew is also given. So repeat the question, stew. It is pronounced as stew. Okay, and the answer is name of a dish. So it is not necessary that dish means that physical dish in which you serve the food and eat. Dish is also called in English if you cook something new, or if you cook something, that is also called a dish. That is also preferred to be as a dish. So dandelion stew full name was written, and the bottle was there in which dandelion stew was prepared and poured. Now repeat it after me please 2 more times. Stew. Name of a dish. Please repeat 1 more time. Stew. Answer, name of a dish. Okay, next is nu. It is not gnu. Please don't pronounce it like that. It is nu. G is silent. Okay, so the meaning is name of an animal. So in the previous lecture of explanation of this poem, I showed you the photo of Nu as well, if you remember. Correct? So those animals were not there in the land of Bumbleboo. Now repeat it 2 more times. Nu. Answer is name of an animal. 1 more time, please repeat it after me. Nu. Name of an animal. Number 5, pelican. Please write the spelling properly. Number 5, pelican. The answer is name of a large bird. Please repeat it 2 more times so that you will even get the time to write it. Pelican. Name of a large bird. Please repeat it 1 more time. Pelican. Name of a large bird. So with this, I end my today's lecture. My dear students, I hope that you have written each and everything, so that now you will be having the notes of objectives and subjectives of lesson number 3, because in the previous lecture I completed objectives of lesson number 3 and also objective of lesson number 2 is with you, and I hope that you all have noted down and you will all write it down in your books, in your fair notebooks, and you will maintain your fair notebooks fairly, that is with legible writing, because you have sufficient time to note each and everything in your fair books, which otherwise you don't have when the schools are going on. So I hope that you all will remember the meanings and you all will learn the question answers as well, because here itself I made you to revise question answers and also related the question answers with story. With this, goodbye, take care, and wait for another interesting lecture of English.